Behold the power of my Undertaker!
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey guys, me SuperSorrell, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! Sorry, I'm still laughing at my intro. And today we've got to review the WWE Elite Monday Night War Undertaker. Sorry, I've just reviewed Hulk Hogan. Undertaker. And it's time to break out the Undertaker. Oh, I miss Paul Bearer so much. I used to love Paul Bearer. And in this figure, we do get the head of Lex Luger to finish off our headless horseman of sorts. So I'm glad we finally got that head to finish that one off. And of course, we get the awesome 90s looking Undertaker. Very cool. I have reviewed every other figure in this line now, including Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm hoping in a future wave they do give us Kevin Nash to round out the Wolf Pack. And of course, Sting. Sting would be an amazing addition. He's my boy right there, Sting. But as well, thinking of the WWE figures, I mean, we need a Rock in there. We need a Mankind. I would love to collect a whole 90s array of wrestlers. And I think I've said it before in a video, but they are releasing the WCW Eric Bischoff ring. I want it so bad. But anyway, let's jump in and review The Undertaker. It's the last time I do that, I promise. Right, let's break it out. And he's free! Sorry if that's painful to watch for anyone that does, that does keep things in boxes. I don't. I'm an unbox collector on this channel, guys, as most people know. And if I unbox things... if I unbox something like that, it means I'm never getting rid of it. And I am never getting rid of this. I've wanted an old school Undertaker for so long. Every time they release one, they either sell out faster than I can get my hands on one, or the aftermarket prices are just too insane for me. Like I say, WWE is not one of my main collections. However, if they keep up releasing 90s edition wrestlers, I will definitely buy them all up. I mean, I would love nothing more than to have a shelf, like I say, like a time capsule shelf of wrestlers. Because as cool as it is to have the modern Undertaker on the shelf, there's something iconic about the classic black Undertaker. And if I can get a jacket for him and a hat, I'll be even happier. But I did get the Lex Luger head now as well, so we've got the final piece of the puzzle. And like I say, I don't collect boxes, guys. I'm an out-of-box collector. And what we like to do on this channel is give boxes a good old yeet. That box broke apart as I yeeted it. Awesome. Right, guys, let's jump on down to the desk cam where you guys can get up close personal look at the No, I don't want to do it again. At the Undertaker. Let's do it. Man, God, when I was a very small kid, I'm saying small kid. Yeah, I mean tiny. I remember watching wrestling and Undertaker being on and running behind the sofa. When Paul Bearer used to speak, it used to freak me out, and I used to run behind the sofa away from the Undertaker in the urn. And when Hulk Hogan would beat him up in the middle of the ring, I would be so happy. But yeah, it was one of those weird times in wrestling. And then of course later on with the Ministry of Darkness and the whole thing of the Brothers of Destruction with Kane, Undertaker's had a wild ride, man. He's such a legend of wrestling, and to have him immortalized in my collection in this classic black costume is amazing. This I mean, there's going to be a lot of wrestling fans out there that may see this video and probably hate, destroy me for this. I believe this is what he wore during like the Brothers of Destruction kind of era, isn't it? Isn't this like when Vince McMahon was the higher, whatever they called himself, the higher authority or whatever, and he was like the guy under the cloak at the end, the big purple cloak. It was me, Austin, all along. So weird. Oh, but anyway, looking at the figure, it's so cool. I do love the look of this figure. The problem for me is that there is the articulation under there, but it's hindered a little bit by these big elbow pads. But they do look awesome. But yeah, it does hinder his articulation a little bit. But to be fair, how much you're going to be really wanting to bend that elbow in that much further? Same gloves that they use with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. These are the same hands, aren't they? Because they've even given us the same... Yeah, they are. They've given us the exact same hands that they use for Hulk Hogan. Undertaker, however, definitely want to have the fisticuffed hands on. However, I will change one out so we can do the choke slam. But the problem is, it's got like the tiniest... I really wish they'd have given us like a proper gauntleted choke hand. Well, yeah, fisticuffed hands do work for Undertaker. He is a brawler. We've got that abdomen crunch there as well, which crunches back and forward. It doesn't really crunch forwards too much, but crunches back pretty well. There's the waist swivel. Legs lift out pretty far. Forwards, backwards. There's a top thigh cut there too, which is nice. Double hinge knees and a boot cut. Feet are on rocker and pivot. And he's even got pegs on. He's even got the toe articulation. Nice. I like toe articulation. It really helps steady the figure when you want to stand them up and stuff and to pose them out. It helps. Like, it really does help. So yeah, I do love a good bit of toe articulation. As I say, figure itself is really nice. And that face sculpt is probably one of the better face sculpts for Undertaker I've seen in a while. Especially as this is the younger Undertaker as well, 90s Undertaker. I say younger, was Mark Calloway ever younger during the 90s? I don't know. Younger than what he is now. But yeah, very cool. And of course, that also means, let's bring in white puffy shirt over here. We've also finally got to pop their head on and finish off Luger. And that iconic moment when he walked in and stood at ringside, hands on hips. I'm like, what's going on here, boys? Very cool. Love it so much. It actually looks like him as well. It's a very good likeness. Hey, I just knocked Undertaker. He didn't fall over. Good durability there. Yeah, that face sculpt as well is pretty good on Luger. I like that a lot. He looks good. We've got the whole collection now, guys. We've got them all reviewed. They're all out. They're all on the channel. So if you haven't checked out any of the other reviews, please go and check them out. Like I say, we've got the Hollywood Hulk Hogan review, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Scott Hall. The WCW vs. WWE range has been a really good one to do. It hasn't been without its QC problems. I mean, Undertaker's probably the one that doesn't have any QC issues compared to the others. Maybe Stone Cold as well was good. But Scott Hall and the Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Scott Hall had some head bobbing issues, and yeah, they had some problems. But the figures are still nice, and they are WWE Elite figures, which means that plenty of articulation, plenty of stuff to go with. So all around, I think the series is great. I am looking through rose-tinted glasses of nostalgia, I'll give you that. But I do think overall they are worth the money and a good collection to collect. As I say, I hope they continue the line. I know they've already announced Booker T, Stevie Ray, and a couple of other characters. I think Rob Van Dam's in there. So we have got some more awesome wrestlers in this series on the way. I hope Mattel keep it up. I know we've got a couple others like Eddie Guerrero in the 90s costumes out at the moment. I know you can pick up a Mankind right now as well, which is in the 90s outfits. So, and it doesn't have to be in the Monday Night Wars box, as long as they keep producing the 90s wrestlers. I'll probably keep buying them up and reviewing them. If this is a line you want to see me continue on the channel, guys, do let us know in the comments if you have enjoyed these reviews. And thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, SuperSorrell, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, may the Force be with you.